welcome to WTF Sports with Bo, Keoni, and the Lazyboy. All right, fellas. Week 1 is over for the NFL. We're going to start there because, of course, that's the most popular sport in America. Sorry, baseball people. But we're going to start there. And first of all, full disclosure, the Lazyboy is a 49ers fan. True.
Hey.
Will Hartwell, for some reason, is a Jacksonville Jaguars fan. Don't know why, but hey, that's the team he rocks with. And then I, of course, am trying to get out of the misery of the last 20 years of my Dolphins' existence. But maybe that'll happen. So we might as well kick off week 1 with Thursday. I, of course, picked the Rams because they were going to be at home. I could expect them to lose, but 30-10 was not on my register.
Come on.
What do you mean, come on?
Diggs ate up Ramsey. Ramsey couldn't guard him.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hey, Ramsey talked a lot of game, man. But look, he all he saw was the back of Diggs' jersey the whole time.
Look, you talking about Diggs? The star of the day was Von Miller.
Oh yeah, Von Miller was a beast back there, man. He got back there, for him to be like to go to a team and impact the defense just as soon as he gets there, man. That's just crazy, man. And nobody was holding him. He was determined to get back there. He knew how to get back there. So
the thing also was not only him getting back there, just him being there. The Bills weren't known as sack masters. Now everybody was getting in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know how that works.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what everybody on the other side, left and right of Aaron Donald, were doing. Did they take the night off?
Ring night, man. When it's ring night, man, the emotion goes into.
Is that what we're gonna do?
Yeah. They just on.
Is that what we're gonna do, Bo? Bo, we gonna chalk it up as ring night. The emotions were high.
Not all of them were getting rings.
Yeah,
right. What about the people who weren't on the team that didn't get any rings? Where were they at?
I don't know what was going on. I think it was just a bad night. Even the offense was bad.
Yeah. Cooper Kupp. They put 9 people on him, but he still kind of got off when he could. Yeah.
He's one of the
That's
top.
A bad man. What'd you say, Bo?
He's one of the top receivers in the league, man. You can't stop that dude, man.
I think he is the.
I don't know about that now.
Give me somebody. I'm not saying you're wrong, but give me somebody.
I like Jamar Chase.
I like Jamar Chase.
He's
But what do you like that Jamar Chase does that Cooper Kupp can't?
He's younger and he does everything he can do.
You act like Cooper Kupp's 38 years old.
He's older. I like Chase.
So did the 49ers beat the Bears, or did I wake up and the headlines wrong?
Unfortunately, no. I could blame it on a lot of things, but rain, penalties, like Trey Lance, that's my number one, gripe. But
why?
They couldn't get it together, man. Trey Lance, I guess he hasn't played in that kind of weather. So he didn't really get a rhythm going. So it just looked bad.
What college did Trey Lance go to?
North Dakota State.
And you don't think you said what?
But they play indoors.
Yeah, they play indoors. So here's my thing. Like, he played for North Dakota State. We skipped over Mac Jones.
Oh. That might be a good thing. Keep going.
To get to him when this guy hasn't played but like 6 games in college against, Division II, Division III teams. Like, you're not picking a guy that went to Alabama or picking Justin Fields and went to Ohio State.
Wait. Okay, first of all, let's not throw Alabama in there. It's not like over decades people have been clamoring for Alabama quarterbacks. That's a recent thing. Okay, they weren't exactly quarterback you. Okay?
But established wise, playing in a league that's competitive. SEC is competitive.
Oh my God, here we go. Okay, let's break down this stupid narrative of the SEC. We keep talking about the same 3 teams every year, and we make it the whole conference. So let's just run it down. Vanderbilt, they might as well not be in the conference. Nobody's scared of South Carolina. Lou Holtz made it respectable. Steve Spurrier made it a little fun, but no one's ever been scared of South Carolina. Okay, Ole Miss and Mississippi, you can just switch them back and forth. Every year they're put in the top 15, and they go ahead and lose their 4 or 5 games and get out of there. All right, Auburn shows up. Hold
But
on, I'm gonna run down the. Let me run down the roster.
You're Ole Miss, Mississippi State. You got to play LSU, Alabama.
Right.
No,
Right.
wait. Let me run down the roster. I just named 4 that nobody cares about. Kentucky. Hold on. Kentucky. No one's scared of Kentucky or ever have been scared of. I don't want to hear they're good this year. We'll just talk about the narrative that always goes on about the SEC. Auburn, they show up once every 4 years. LSU, they show up once every 4 years. Hell, it wasn't until 15 years ago where people started going to LSU. Okay, that's number 1. Then you've got Florida. Florida carried the SEC all throughout the mid to late 90s and early 2000s, but they're like Auburn right now. They show up once every 4 years. You've got Alabama, who's been the consistent force, Georgia, who's been the consistent force. They have let down games, but they've been the consistent force. So we keep acting like from top to bottom, they got to play these teams. All of them have 3, 4, 5 losses except for the top 3.
Not they top to bottom though, but like, you know, the six top teams in the SEC could probably beat the Jets right now.
Yeah, we keep saying that, and then they go to – this is what the SEC does. They lose a bowl game to another team, and they go, oh, we didn't care it was a championship. Then when they win a bowl game against another team, they're like, oh, it's SEC dominance. Which one is it? You can't pick and choose.
I'm an ACC guy myself, so I see from the outside. You know, we only got 1-2 teams representing us every year, so
this is true.
I'm a Tar Heel guy, so it's just – I mean, it's tough. It's tough watching other teams go do the thing, and like, you know, I mean, we're 2-0 right now, so you know, I'm a little.
You guys should have lost to App State.
Right, that was a shootout, man. Just horrible defense all around.
Oh my God!
Work y'all this year.
So are you? So we got off topic with when that SEC trigger comes in me. So you think skipping Justin Fields for Trey Lance was a bad choice? Is that you're saying that? Are you prisoner of the moment?
I mean, Justin Fields can work in that Kyle Shanahan offense, but as a Niners fan, a true Niners fan, I just feel like Kyle Shanahan only has like first half plays, and then he flips the plays in the second half, and it goes awry. So it's really not a game plan, and they blow him up to be this offensive guru when he's not even a quarterback's coach. You know, it's like he takes quarterbacks and just tries to do too much with them. And it's like with Jimmy G, man, Jimmy G played his own way. He's going to play short field ball, and he's going to hit his receivers. He's trying to make Trey Lance do the big plays in the rain, and that's not how you can't do that in the rain.
Are you said he's a first half coach. Are you talking about the Atlanta Falcons, Patriots Super Bowl, and the NFC Championship?
Falcons, Commanders is what they call them now. Falcons, Commanders, whoever he coached, he's not – his game plan is only built for the first half. I truly believe that, because in the second half, it's just same plays with the flip. Just flip the plays.
What happened? Well, I didn't pay close attention. No, I'm lying. I played close attention because I knew I was going to do this show with Bo. What's going on with Jacksonville playing the Washington Commanders?
ETN dropped the touchdown, missed the freaking field goal.
Mm-hmm.
They should have won that game. I'm sorry. I don't like it when Hartwell is happy. They should have won that game.
Don't get me started.
No, you got to get started. That's what we're here for.
No, because I was 4th and goal. Peterson goes for it. Etienne's wide open in the flat. He would have walked in the end zone. He drops the ball. Then we get a turnover, get in field goal range right before halftime. We missed the field goal. That's 10 points right there.
Yeah.
Can't get it back.
Well, then we still took the lead, and then they got a late score. But it is what it is. But the team looks way better than last year. I will say that.
Oh, well, I mean, you've got an actual competent NFL coach this year. He's not kicking. He
ain't enjoyed the nightlife yet. Like you know,
he's not kicking kickers and insulting his staff that he hired. You know, Doug Peterson got a raw deal. I cannot stand Carson Wentz because Doug Peterson should have been with the Eagles, should have never left the Eagles, and they picked Wentz over Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson was not the problem. We've all seen since then that Wentz was the problem. It was not Doug Peterson. So you guys, I mean, that's a blessing for you, the Jags. in my
Oh,
opinion.
yeah, I was happy with that hire.
You were happy with that hire?
Yeah, I was.
You sure?
At first I wanted Leftwich. I wanted Leftwich.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would have been perfect.
But then I was like, you know what? Peterson makes more sense. He's got Super Bowl championship.
Yeah.
He's older.
Well, that championship always doesn't solidify if that coach is good, though. But, I mean, you got it right in that sense.
He won with Nick Foles.
Yeah.
He blew out New England.
Nick Foles played better with that team. Every time Nick Foles was under center, that team looked better than when Carson Wentz was under center.
No, Carson Wentz was on MVP that year. He was fucking balling until
he was. And since then, every time Nick Foles had to go back in, the team looked better. Something happened when sometimes when you're winning a lot of your issues are masked. Yeah, and there were a lot of issues on that team that was masked when they were winning. I mean, am I off base with that? Katie says y'all better talk about the Giants. Nobody wants to talk about the damn Giants.
Okay, just because I'm the hubby, I'll they snuck in. They snuck in. That was a gutsy call for the 2-point conversion, man. I was surprised that, but I mean, Saquon was having a decent game. I mean, can't take that away from him. He was playing. That's the best I've seen him play since he's been in the league. So
he'll be hurt next.
Mr. Glass.
I was not impressed with our win. It's not a people go, you beat these people that are texting me, you beat the Patriots. Guys, we've been beating the Patriots since 71. Even with Brady, they were 3-8 in Miami. It's not a new thing beating the Patriots. Our biggest pain, for some reason, the only team in the AFC East that has a winning record against Miami is the stinking Jets, throughout the AFC East existence. But that win, it was a defensive domination, but I didn't see what I wanted to see from the offense. But it's new coach, new offense. I'm not going to hit the panic button in week 1. It's a win.
Hold on. Tell me Devontae Parker was not pass interference on the interception?
No.
This was holding him.
No, he jumped up and slapped the ball away. No. First of all, the ball was going out of bounds. That's number one.
That should have been a pick. That should have been a PI.
Yeah. Now, Stephon Gilmore, Xavier Howard, all the best corners, Jalen Ramsey, all the best corners in the league get away with doing a little more than the others are. You know that.
I will say Tua does not look good.
No, he didn't. He looked competent. I mean, he wasn't throwing 4 interceptions.
He did not.
You guys could have had Justin Herbert, man.
Yes, I know. Now you talk about Lazyboy is over here talking about passing up a Justin Fields for Trey Lance. I'm in the screen screaming, draft Justin Herbert. And what do? We draft Tua. But hey, I can't do anything about it. That's who we got now. All I got to do is wish it get better. Hope it gets better.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can make something out of it. That's all lesser people have won Super Bowls. Okay.
Have you ever seen a Hawaiian quarterback win?
Well, there's only been like 3. How is that a barometer test?
Exactly. None of them.
Okay, so there was never a black quarterback that won until a black quarterback won. What sense is that?
But there's been a lot of black quarterbacks starting.
Yeah, but before Doug Peterson, someone could have said, have you ever seen a black quarterback win?
I'm not drafting one quarterback in number 4 or 5.
Don't kick. See, this is what he does, Lazyboy. When he says something and somebody makes a valid point, he moves the goalpost. Oh. You just said, have you ever seen a Hawaiian quarterback win? I said that's what they used to say about.
Look where he's gone.
And then he'll do the Stugats. When you're making a good point, he'll just yell over you. They said, have you ever seen a black quarterback win until a black quarterback won? So no, I've never seen one win until one wins. You never saw a left-handed quarterback win until one won.
Oh. Steve Young.
Come on, left-handed.
Can you repeat to him what I just said? You never saw one win until one won. You gotta understand that.
I just wanted to name drop,
Go. Oh, you get 40. Okay, we got it. You've had a slew of left-handed quarterbacks, Lazyboy. Okay, here's a fun one. We'll get in trouble for this.
Yeah.
How about them Cowboys?
Jesus. Hey man, I can't look. They got some bad luck, man. Like, oh boy, he's out about 6 to 8 weeks now. He just fractured his thumb.
Who'd you say? Because I laughed over you.
Yeah, he just in some bad luck right now. So
who's got bad luck? I laughed over you. What'd you say?
Oh yeah, them boys. I said them boys just got a lot of bad luck going right now. Dak Prescott's out for 6 to 8 weeks. They don't know who they're going. Like, who's going to come in to, like, they weren't really destined to win anything anyway. But
what?
Man.
They've got Mike McCarthy. What are you talking about?
Won a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Brett Favre, right? Oh no, that's Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers. Young Mike McCarthy. So that's not.
Listen. This is that thing I was saying about winning a Super Bowl doesn't actually define you as a great coach. You've got Aaron Rodgers and you got one Super Bowl. One.
Dolphins had Dan Marino and got 0.
I know. Yeah, but I'm not going to compare Don Shula to Mike McCarthy. Let's not be stupid.
Why? Don Shula never won until the 90s. He couldn't win anymore.
No, that's not my point. My point is who's the best doesn't always win more or win any. We use the Charles Barkley example. But Shula had 2 losing seasons in 30 years. Like, get out of here. Stop it.
Yeah, Dan Marino, one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. You couldn't win.
Yeah, he didn't. He kept losing to the damn Bills, one of the greatest teams of all time.
At least he got 1.
Who?
Rodgers.
I'm not okay. Are you talking about coaches or quarterbacks? You keep switching.
Jeez,
this is what I deal with, Jason. What I deal with.
Jimmy Johnson had Marino, and he still couldn't win.
Yeah, he had Marino at the last couple of years of his existence on life support.
Remember what team put him out of his misery?
The Jaguars.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
weren't you a Marino guy? Weren't you a Marino fan?
No, I hated Dan Marino. Who am I talking to right now?
Yeah.
Hey, you're the only one on this. You're the only one on this broadcast that team doesn't have anything in the rafters. Okay, so
hey man, I'm just trying to, I'm not gonna I don't throw my accolades around.
He'll bring it out of you. This is the guy that'll bring it out of you.
I kind of think we're all at an even.
When's the last time Dolphins won a Super Bowl?
See, this is what they do. This is what teams that never won a Super Bowl do. They go, well, when's the last one you won? As if they take it away because it was 20 or 30 or 40 years ago. They just take it away. All your Super Bowls in the 80s, Jason, doesn't count anymore.
Yeah, they don't count anymore. In a tier wise, in tier championship wise, we're second in tier championships.
No, they don't count. To the new sports fan, they don't count. It wasn't last year or within the last 5 years. So you can just take all those Super Bowls down.
So here's my thing. My thing is like my brother. My brother was a lifetime Giants fan until the Panthers got here. Why? I don't know, man. Call me old fashioned, but I stay with my team. I've always been a Niners fan. I live in North Carolina. I'm like, I didn't switch, but like, why go to that?
I don't feel anything wrong with someone wanting to be a homer. Because, for instance, I grew up in Miami. The only thing we had was the Dolphins and Hurricanes. We didn't have a baseball team, so I liked a different baseball team. We didn't have a hockey team, so I liked the Penguins. I started rooting for we didn't have a basketball team. We didn't have the Heat when I was a kid, so I had to pick a basketball team. But once we got the Heat, once we got our own teams, I started cheering for those teams. I was a Braves fan until the Marlins came around. For some reason, it used to annoy me. The Braves would beat the hell out of everybody and keep losing to the Marlins. It was so annoying to me.
I know we even had to beat them to go to the World Series the first time.
So
that's my squad. Braves, that's my squad though.
Yeah, the Glavine Maddox years. But I don't blame your brother from becoming a homer. Hey, he wants to support his home team.
Yeah, I couldn't cheer for the Panthers. They're just not,
Why? They're good.
They're that decision though.
I mean, early years, yeah. I mean, we were playing them like often because I think they were NFC West when they first came out.
Are you talking about the Jake Delhomme years?
Yeah, no. The Kerry Collins, Steve Berline, Kerry Collins.
Well, no, not Jake Delhomme. It was you're right. Steve Berline, and then Mark Brunell was with the
Mark Brunell.
Jaguars.
Yeah. Mark Brunell went to Jacksonville. Yeah,
that was that year. I thought those two expansion teams were going to meet in the Super Bowl. They both went to the NFC and AFC championship game. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
That's off.
So, Bo, who was your team before the Jacksonville Jaguars were established in Jacksonville? Who was your NFL team?
I would go for the Redskins.
The who?
The Redskins.
I don't know who that is.
I don't think you can say that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want to be demonetized. I think he said he was going for the Commanders.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah, that's what he was going for. Jason, Lazyboy, I don't know your college team. I know Bo is a Gators fan because he loves that Jacksonville area.
I'm Tar Heels all day, man. Tar Heel baseball, football, basketball. So.
Wait, Lazyboy. Hold on. You got to let this sit. I know Bo is a Gators fan because of Jacksonville. No,
hey,
bro,
he put you through it, bro.
No, Bo's a U fan. Bo's a U fan.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in the ACC.
Yeah, everybody. ACC, Bo's a look. I give him shit, but you know what? He's a diehard U fan. The day they signed Manny Diaz, everybody was cheering and celebrating, and Bo was the first one up there going, "What the hell? Hell no!" You said what?
We need to get a new basketball coach, man.
You don't like
He's getting old. Getting old.
Hey, I feel you, man. It was Roy Williams he ran his course, man. It was time for something new. I was getting because he felt like he was too royal to go do recruiting. Hubert Davis gets out there. He gets out there.
But it started off rough this year for Hubert Davis. I was like, wow, what's going on?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Let's talk about that for a second. We've seen now, yes, sometimes coaches get old and stale and you run them off, but we've also seen fan bases get so entitled they run off a coach and then they get like, for instance, I know you're going to bring up the Super Bowl. I wasn't sad as a Dolphin fan every year winning 10, 11, 12 games. And then we ran Shula off, and what's happened since? Like, sometimes we push people out the door a little too early. Like, you don't know what's coming. Settle down. You don't know what's coming. Okay. So, man, look what Bo just had to deal with in Jacksonville with Urban Meyer.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How many, if you're the New England Patriots, how many years do you give Belichick?
I'd say one more.
No. One more. Well, his rebuilding started 2 years ago.
I like because his
this isn't college
until he like takes a step back and like lets an offensive coordinator run the offense. Like
he does. He's never ran the offense, dude.
They said Matt Patricia's doing it. Why is he doing it? Like
so that's a better argument because Bill's never ran the
but he's had like the say so and what plays are about to go out there.
Well, yeah, just like every head coach. But I get it's been 2 years since Brady. Like let's pump our brakes. Just pump our brakes, okay? Pump our brakes.
This is what the guy asked me in the bar. How long do you give Belichick? And I said, you give him at least 5 years for what.
You know what? Me and Bo's in it. Yeah, because you got to rebuild that thing. It's not like college. You just get a whole recruiting class and then here we go.
You got to think before he got there, New England was terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I agree.
They had that one good year with Parcells.
Yeah. And then they had the 85 year that pains me because we beat the dog breaks off of the Bears. And then we go up to New England and lay an egg. And then they go in the Super Bowl and get destroyed.
I got to give him a 5.
Yeah. I say 5. You got to give him 5. Look, everybody's like, oh, Tom Brady, he did it without him. Okay, it's not like Tom Brady went to the Browns. Okay, it's not like, he went to the Panthers.
No, he had a loaded
that man had a squad on defense. I mean, that's people don't realize that squad on defense was, man, Dominic Sue, man, he had some monsters getting back there.
That's why I don't like. That's why I don't argue with sports fans about rings. When you throw in rings, you just make a lazy argument. There has always been players that have been better than someone else. They just haven't had the only time I can definitively say somebody is better than another person isn't in a one-on-one sport. Tennis. There's nobody helping you. There's no one else that has to do their job but you, right? Mm-hmm. So if a safety misses a coverage and the other team wins a game-winning touchdown, does that now mean the other quarterback sucks because you guys didn't win?
No. What? So you're saying you don't think Brady's the GOAT?
I don't think he would even say that. I knew he wasn't gonna say that.
Hold on, you asked me a question. I'm gonna answer why. We're gonna call him the GOAT. He's got 6 rings, so that's the lazy argument. It's GOATs. But there have been quarterbacks that are better than Tom Brady. There's just been their teams haven't been better. Like I always say this, when people try to take away credit from Belichick, Tom Brady ain't playing defense. Tom Brady didn't stop Peyton Manning. Tom Brady didn't hold the Rams to 3 points. Okay. We give him the credit because he won the game. Yes, he's one of the greatest of all time. You want to call him the GOAT? Fine. I'm not going to take that argument for you. I just don't do the lazy argument of saying because this guy has more championships, he's better than this guy. You got to break it down.
One of those Super Bowls, he mounted a comeback like a, he, against the Falcons. He came back on those Falcons. That should.
Yeah. How many points did the Falcons score in the second half?
Yeah, but he made the comeback though.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a one per. Well, he can make the comeback all he wants. You can score a touchdown every time, but if the Falcons keep scoring, you still don't catch up.
Some of the teams that he won with, he didn't have that good of weapons.
Do you not know how math works? If the team you're coming back on keeps scoring, you're never going to catch up. The Falcons had to stop scoring.
Look.
No, there's no look. That's math.
Look, when we were kids, 49.
That's math.
All these teams were
math.
Killer. They got all these Super Bowls. He has more Super Bowls than all of them.
Why did answer my question to prove my point. Why did the undefeated team lose?
They got beat.
By how did they get beat? What did they get beat by?
They got beat by a broken play. Like that.
No. You're looking at one play. They scored how many? Defense. That team was scoring 17. That team was scoring 40 and 50 points a game.
It's football. It's
but who's the defense? Like you had Strahan, you had John Paul. I mean,
Pierre Madison.
You had a squad from the Giants, man. Them boys.
That's what I'm trying to explain to him. It's not just one person. It's 22 people. He knows this. He coaches. What? It's 22 people playing. 22 people have to do their job. Do you know this is the great thing about Tom Brady, and this is the great story of Tom Brady. Besides Tom Brady besides the Rams, the last Super Bowl, he's one play away. I mean, Kansas City. Sorry. He's one play away from being 9-1 in Super Bowls and one play away from being 1-9. One play away. Imagine that. No, I'm not doing shit.
Oh the Giants game one play away when that catch on the head.
Okay, why does he take my point and prove it for me? That's what I'm saying.
He's the greatest. He's the greatest quarterback ever to play, man.
I'm not going to argue against you. I know how to add nuance to an argument instead of just saying this is it. Listen to Bart Scott. Listen to Bart Scott and Troy Polamalu and all those guys when they said, "What is the quarterback that made you not sleep at night?" They all say the same answer.
Who is it?
Apparently, you don't listen enough.
Peyton Manning.
That's their answer. That's the quarterback that gave them nightmares. Those Patriot games against the Colts, that was Belichick versus Manning. Tom Brady doesn't play defense.
I'm taking Brady over Manning.
You can take Brady over Manning. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just providing nuance to the conversation.
It comes down to crunch time. Peyton is going to win. I mean, he's making the – look at last year in the playoffs. They're getting blown out. They come all the way back.
Yeah, and lost. And –
they still came all the way back.
Yeah, how many teams have come all the way back? So we're counting all the way backs now and losing. Now, if I did that argument with a different team, you'd be like, "Oh, but they still lost."
I used to hate this guy. I respect this damn guy because if that quarterback, they got a chance.
Why would you hate him?
Because I just hated him.
No,
you know why I
hate
hate
him? Hey,
because the
look,
very
look, that system that Bill
Oh.
Belichick ran for 20 years was, listen, think about this. They were 11-5 when Brady was suspended and hurt. They were 4-0 with Jimmy Garoppolo, 2-0 with Jacoby Brissett. They went 11-5 with Matt Castle.
Yeah.
With Matt Castle, they went 11-5. I used to say this about Belichick. If you hate Belichick now, imagine if he drafted Aaron Rodgers. You'd really hate him. You'd really hate him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers don't tend to listen to anybody, man.
How many quarterbacks or receivers or other people in positions have been hindered in their career by incompetent coach? Like, take a person like Tony Gonzalez and Larry Fitzgerald. Until the last years of their days, they finally had competent quarterbacks, and they were still lighting people up with the trash row of quarterbacks that they had.
Mm-hmm.
Who, Tony Gonzalez?
Yeah.
He had a quarterback in the city. They went to the playoffs like 4 or 5 years in a row, and
he had Matt Ryan, and did he play with Elvis Gerback?
He played with Elvis Gerback, yeah.
So all his quarterbacks besides them were like the Tyler Thigpens of the world, the Matt Castles of the world. When you get time, Bo, go look up the quarterbacks Larry Fitzgerald and Tony Gonzalez played with. Go look at that list.
But when he had Trent Green there, they were balling. They're going to playoffs every year.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Hartwell, go look at the list of quarterbacks. You're talking about a fraction. Imagine if Tony Gonzalez played with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick for his entire career like Gronk. Imagine. Look at Tony Gonzalez's stats and now put him over there. Are you crazy? Larry Fitzgerald.
So Tony Gonzalez, the best tight end ever?
To me, he is because of who was throwing them the ball.
What about Gronk?
Did he not hear anything I just said?
Shannon Sharp.
Gronk this does not take away from Gronk. Gronk played with Tom.
Best ever.
Gronk played with Tom Brady his entire career. That's not a pick on Gronk. Gronk is going to be top 5 greatest tight ends of all time. But Gronk didn't play with Tyler Thigpen, Yancey Thigpen, or whatever the hell. He didn't play with those quarterbacks.
So who's the best quarterback in the league right now?
Best quarterback in the league right now?
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes.
Josh Allen.
I would say Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Lamar Jackson over Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
Him and Josh Allen are balling right now, man.
He says balling right now. It's 1 week.
Go back to the playoffs.
Yeah. You just named the top 3 quarterbacks in the league. We're splitting hairs. I'm not going to argue with you over Lamar Jackson and saying Josh Allen. We're splitting hairs. We know the top 5. What's the top 5 quarterbacks in the league right now, Bo?
Joe Burrow's got to be in there. And let me see.
Oh, he got to think about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who got what.
You can rattle off your top 5, Lazyboy?
I could probably give it a try. I mean, I'll go Lamar, Pat Mahomes, Joe is in there. I can still
you look like you didn't want to do it.
I'll still go with Brady.
You can.
And probably rounding out the 5 would be Josh Allen.
I'm going to say Tom Brady. I'm going to say Josh Allen. I'm going to say Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to say Patrick Mahomes. And then I'm going to say Josh Allen. I said Josh Allen already. Lamar Jackson. Justin Herbert is coming, though.
Coming 6, yeah. He about neck and neck with him.
He's
and
coming.
How about Joe?
I think this is just we're splitting hairs. I'm not going to go, we just went to the Super Bowl, because that's what every lazy sports fan will do. I think Justin Herbert is going to be better than Joe Burrow.
I can go with that. The way he looked yesterday, man. I mean, it was a close game, but like early in the game, he was.
Oh, he played terrible.
He was, yeah.
Well, even last year, I just think Justin Herbert's better than him. You know what? Who they have coaching them for their careers is going to play an important part. People got to realize, having stability is a quarterback's greatest weapon. There's been a lot of quarterbacks that were supposedly destined to be great, and then they get drafted on some crappy team with a crappy coach, and it just ruins their path.
You know,
Just
I
ruins
was at
their
the bar,
path.
I was at
Huh?
the bar yesterday game, and an Eagles fan was telling me Jalen Hurts is better than Josh Allen.
That dude, man, what was
And
he? What
tried to
was he? What was he
stat.
smoking?
He tried to send me the stats of the first 19 starts, and Jalen Hurts' stats were better. I said that his first year, the Bills were terrible.
What?
Well,
Yeah.
but that's what people do these days. They look at stats. They don't look at anything else. They go,
I'm hoping he was talking about the Alabama stats, not the Eagles
No,
stats.
he was talking Eagles.
No, they will put Lazyboy.
Yeah,
They will pull stats up because now it's about stats. That's why I'll be told that Philip Rivers is better than Dan Marino. Philip Rivers is better than John Elway because of stats. Like, okay.
Well, I mean, I always consider Philip Rivers to be in the league when he was in there. He was up there with Drew Brees and Brett Favre, close to Brett Favre's end. But like, I've always considered Philip Rivers a good quarterback, but not better than
I'm not saying he was bad. I'm not saying he was trash. I'm saying he was better than good. I'm saying he was great, but because someone throws for a certain amount of yardage will easily put them above someone because of a stat. This receiver has more touchdowns than Larry Fitzgerald. Okay, yeah, but that receiver can't do 90% of the things that Larry Fitzgerald can do.
Facts. Mm-hmm.
Did Kyler Murray get a reality check? Is he going to grow up now?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. He got his money. All he got to do is do some homework and just go out there and play.
He should have got. I believe Larry Fitzgerald would have stuck around for another year or two, but he got on his damn nerves.
Right. I mean, he's too short to see Fitzgerald get open, man. I mean, he's small, a little dude.
Yeah, but
Jason could say, Lazyboy could say that because he's a big dude.
Yeah. Me and Kyler Murray are the same height. I mean, we don't weigh the same, but we're the same height. We're as a man, a 5'8" man is not tall in football. I'll tell you that right now.
Lazyboy, what does the Tar Heels play to you?
Oh man, when do we got to you?
Wait, is it in Chapel Hill this year?
I can check.
If it's in Chapel Hill, Bo, I am getting you a ticket to come up here, and me, you, and Jason.
I went there last time and we got beat, man.
Wait, you were at that game? I was there.
Those fans are assholes, man. I don't like doing those.
Wait, which year did you go? Because I went 2 years ago when their punter couldn't punt and our kicker couldn't make a field goal in that game.
It was a night game.
Yeah, it was.
We had DJ Dallas and all that. We lost.
No, I went after that. Wait, that could have been the same.
October 8th. Sorry about that. October 8th, we play in Miami.
Okay, I might have to go down. Wait, that's in 3.
I wish I could have went to Texas A&M this Saturday.
Oh, hey, so what are you previewing for that game, Bo?
Nothing.
That could be a bounce back.
No, I wanted them to win. Now they lost. I don't know what to think. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah. They lost to App State, didn't they? Yeah, they lost to App State.
Miami's been playing vanilla on offense, so I don't know what to expect.
Well, here's the thing also. I'm not saying this is the cause, but sometimes you have that false sense of security because of who you're playing, which is something you should never have, but it happens. What is that old saying? Sometimes you play up to your competition.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like the year, what was it, 3 years ago when we started out and beat Notre Dame in the first game and played like we were future champions, and then
Then we lost the Pitt.
Yeah, you play up to your competition sometimes. That can be a trap, especially in college.
Alabama got lucky. Holy cow.
Oh. Did Alabama get lucky or did Texas shit on themselves?
No,
they got lucky because
that quarterback made a play. He's about to get sacked. They sent a corner blitz. Somehow he stayed up. And he made that play, got in the field goal range.
Sometimes good teams get lucky. I mean, you know,
that could have easily went Texas way because Alabama really didn't play a good game, and Texas had them till that till that play came up.
Both in college and in NFL, it was like upset weekend. If you were betting this weekend, God bless you.
Oh, I lost.
Yeah, my fantasy looked like crap. Man.
I didn't do. I wouldn't. I don't. Teams losing doesn't always mess up your fantasy unless you're talking about pick 'em. I'm just talking about the teams. I don't know what was going on in college football.
I mean, look at all the upset. Vikings blowing out the Packers. Nobody saw that coming.
Yeah.
Good, man. Good. I mean, I seen it happening, but because Aaron Rodgers don't really have any weapons. And then like the thing about me is like he took preseason really like nonchalant. He didn't really think he had to do any work.
Well,
but that showed in the first game. All
the big names did. Now Brady was on hiatus. Aaron Rodgers was on hiatus.
But yeah, Brady came back and played that last game and looked good though. But yeah. Aaron Rodgers, he felt like he's like, what's the reason for preseason? Like you didn't see why because you only scored 7. Y'all got blown out.
I'm gonna run down this list, Bo, and I want you to do upset or not. All right. Bills beating the Rams.
Bills. Oh,
no, I'm saying was that upset? Okay. Eagles beating the Lions.
Oh, that's not upset.
Bears beating the 49ers.
That's upset.
Steelers beating the Bengals.
I thought that was going to be a close game, so I didn't know. No.
Dolphins beating the Patriots.
No, because the Dolphins been beating them at home usually.
Browns beating the Panthers.
No.
The Colts tying with the Texans.
Yeah.
That's an upset to me.
Yeah.
I thought the Colts were going to. But that's your boy, Matt Ryan.
Saints beating the Falcons. The Falcons, they're the Georgia teams are the kings of letting people come back on them. Like, Jesus.
But the Falcons aren't good, though. They're not good.
No, they're not. Commanders beating the Jaguars.
No, that's not upset. They're favored.
Yeah, I skipped over Ravens Jets because there's no point in bringing that up.
But I thought they could play better. I watched it. I was like, man, the Ravens didn't play good to me.
It blows my mind how Joe Flacco's still in the league. It blows my mind.
I know.
The Vikings beating the Packers.
I think so, especially the way they did.
Giants beating the Titans.
Yes.
Chargers beating the Raiders.
No, I'll say it's a coin toss.
All right, who's winning tonight? Broncos, Seattle.
I got those Broncos. Them boys gonna come in there and they're gonna do some things, man. Russell Wilson ain't no slouch. No matter who he's with, man. He's got weapons this year too. I just feel like Pete Carroll kind of ran him off. It's time for new faces to be in these places. Like Pete Carroll's like almost 80 years old. So
yeah, but I mean, it's not like he's we talk about the Bill Belichick. He had the Legion of Boom that all dissipated, and then you got to rebuild that thing. We always want to get rid of them because they have to go through a rebuilding. It took just as long to get that good. Now you got to rebuild it again.
Well, it's hard to rebuild when the quarterback wants $50 million a year, and that's taking away part.
I don't understand.
Yeah,
Bo, I agree with you. I don't understand. Almost every quarterback, when they take that big payday, they rarely go back.
And that's why Brady's been good. He goes, just give me $20 million. Just 20.
Yeah. Well, that's how Bill Belichick got to load the defense every year. Again, I'm talking about like we act like they weren't dominating on that side of the ball. Do you remember the early years when they would play the Ravens and the Dolphins with those great defenses and the games would be 17-10, 10-3? They would keep the Ravens and the Dolphins and all the other teams that were great at defense to low scoring, and the Patriots were held to low scoring. I mean, that's football, man. You got to have 22. I don't this one person dominance. So if you're looking at the games NFL next week, which one are you most looking forward to? And it can't be the game that has your team playing in it.
I mean, anytime the Niners and Seahawks play is a good game. But
I will say,
mine's Chief Chargers.
Chiefs.
Yeah, mine's Chief Chargers. I know that's going to be a display. I know that's going to be some good football. I'll run down the list for you. So I'll run down the list for you. So you got Patriots at Steelers, Panthers at Giants, Jets at Browns. All of those sound disgusting. Colts at Jaguars, Dolphins at Ravens, Buccaneers at Saints, Commanders at Lions. The Saints have been beating the Buccaneers. I don't think the Buccaneers haven't beaten the Saints in the regulars. So you want to bring up quarterbacks when we talk about football. The Buccaneers have lost to Taysom Hill, Jameis Winston, and what was the third string quarterback? Thielen, whatever his name is. They've lost to every quarterback that the Saints have had. Commanders at Lions, Seahawks at 49ers, Falcons at Rams, Cardinals at Raiders, Texans at Broncos, Bengals at Cowboys.
I like Bengals, Cowboys.
Yeah, Bengals, Cowboys would have been good if Dak was playing, but I'm pretty sure Joe Burrow is going to come in there and show up.
Titans at Bills, Vikings at, it's a lot of until Monday. All those games sound except
I like the Raiders and Cardinals game. I think that's going to be like a pretty high scoring game.
Okay.
Also, like you said earlier, Chiefs and Chargers. That's gonna be the measuring stick for the Chargers, man. If they can pull that off, man, I think they can run it.
Titan Bills is a show me game for the Titans. Are you guys playing this year? You lost to the Giants. You need to beat these Bills because you're hoping what?
Who are the Bills playing?
The Titans.
Oh, I'm hoping Bills win.
Well, of course, you're a Jacksonville fan. You want them to lose. And who's Jacksonville playing? Jacksonville is playing
home. We beat them 5-0 at home.
Yeah, they'd have Matt Ryan though.
Don't matter. They've had everybody.
He's like, we beat him with Phil.
They got Ronald McDonald, man. We got to run them boys.
Bo, that's a good point. Bo's like, just like you were saying about the Saints. Bo's like, we've beat them with every quarterback they've thrown at us.
They come our home, they lose. Even 2 years ago, we won one game. We beat them.
Okay, let's see which one of these games you're most looking forward to in college next week. We're gonna skip things like Youngstown State versus Kentucky. You've got Oklahoma and Nebraska. Nebraska's never gonna be the Nebraska.
Nebraska just fired the coach.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they fired him. Yeah, they fired him yesterday. Yep.
That's just, you know what? He's a damn good coach. I don't know why. You got to stop trying to go back to these alma maters that haven't been good for 30 years.
You know, all his losses have been like by 6, by 3, by 5. He's never been blown out.
It's Nebraska.
But they think they're on that level again. They really think they're still there.
No. I don't see anything in college that, I mean, BYU and Oregon now.
BYU's playing good right now.
Alabama's playing Louisiana Monroe. Okay, yeah. That's 80-0. Ohio State,
South Carolina. Georgia, South Carolina could be a good game.
Yeah.
Rattler really not a slouch. You know, he needs to get a rhythm going.
Yeah, man. 5 years ago.
Did you see Georgia play Oregon? Man, they look like the best team in the country.
Yeah, they did. They did put it on. They did put it on Oregon. But Oregon's just like I think they're just in it. They're just in it because it's a popular watch, you know. For me,
man, Georgia looked good, man. And they lost that whole defense went pro, and they're loaded back up again.
Right.
I was man.
Well, there's Miami, Texas A&M. We talked about that. Other than that, I don't. Damn, Texas A&M dropped to 24.
Yeah, they lost to App.
I know. I'm just saying. Damn. But you know what? That's that bias again.
After watching them play Carolina last week, I said, man, App State can beat these guys.
Yeah, they should have beat Carolina too.
Yeah, I mean, but that's neither here nor there. I mean,
well, that is here nor there.
I didn't want the ACC.
This is how we knew the U was getting really bad when we started losing games to Duke in North Carolina. That's how we knew we had hit rock bottom.
I mean, Carolina isn't really that that far off. They're not power put in the power rankings, but Mac Brown has a fun atmosphere. He has like a fun atmosphere there now, so he can just he's done all what he could do. He's just there to fill the seats.
When Davis was there, they were loaded on defense.
Yeah,
they were cheating again. That's what Butch did. Nobody was going to class.
Damn, Butch. Yeah, they made up classes. African studies.
Butch
Davis will research your program. You're just gonna have to deal with the consequences.
You got Florida State, Louisville.
You said what?
Florida State's playing Louisville.
Okay.
That's a good one. You don't think Florida's better?
I think they are. I mean, they beat. If you're gonna throw LSU in my face, I'm gonna have to say they are.
LSU looked bad that night.
Maybe.
Why do we give certain teams an excuse and others we don't?
Because it's Florida State.
Yeah, it's the name, I guess. Yeah.
No, you know what it is, Lazyboy? We try to explain this to people. Since we're U fans, we always say Florida State's, we're like fighting cousins. We hate them, but we don't hate them. Because when they succeed, I have a little cheer for them. But when it comes to the Gators, no.
For us, it's NC State, but Duke, I cannot cheer anything for Duke. Duke cannot get any. If Duke played the Taliban, I'd go for Taliban.
Why?
Look, in basketball especially. So I hate Duke so much. I know their history. And I've seen things in my time going to watch Duke and Carolina play, and I cannot stand Duke. Like, I got a story. Like, I know Trajan Langdon is an assistant coach for the Hornets right now, and he's outside signing autographs, and a kid walks over. He's like near me, and he's signing autographs, and he extends his hand out to me, and I just look at his hand, and I'm like, yeah, I can't shake your hand. I tell him right now, I can't shake your hand, man. I'm a Tar Heel guy, man. That's going against my. I would never shake a Dukie's hand. I would never.
Look, I hated the Gators. I hate the Gators. I always hate the Gators, but I liked Steve Spurrier. I'm sorry, Steve Spurrier made me laugh in Prescott. Like when he would say things like, "Florida State is free shoes university," or he'd say, "You can't spell Citrus Bowl without UT."
So when Coach K coached the USA team, I was cheering for George Karl and the other coaches. That's how bad it is, man. I'm just not I can't do it, man. I just can't do it, man. The Tar Heel in me can't do it.
But my favorite Steve Spurrier thing was when he's like, it was like something like sad news. The Auburn library burned down. They lost both books. Oh my God. All right, guys. So we got what we're looking forward to this next week. But what was that? What important game happened when we were in Iraq? I cannot remember.
I don't remember.
Dang.
Football?
Yeah, he said football. Hey, so here's the thing, Jason. When you have two teams that you hate with all your soul, but it's like you got to watch the game. It's a championship or something. You got to cheer for one. Like for me, being a U fan, it was Notre Dame versus Ohio State, and I'm just like, can both of them lose?
Yeah, I just can't. I can't. I don't care who Duke is playing. I'm going for them. Like I said, they could play. They could play the like I said, the Taliban. They could play a Special Olympics wheelchair team. As long as the wheelchair team pulls it out, we're going for them.
Well, why would you cheer against a Special Olympics?
I mean, I just don't want Duke to win in any aspect at all. Like at all. Like that's how deep it. But like I said, I know their history. Like that's how bad it is. I know Cherokee Parks. I know Bobby Hurley. I know Doug Collins. I know both Davises. Like I know who beat us. I know who Christian Laettner. I gave him the like it goes back.
You like JJ?
JJ, no man. JJ was one of he's up there with Wojo and Bobby Hurley.
You don't like Grayson Allen?
Grayson Allen he didn't make that list because he's not worthy of making that list.
He wasn't that good.
Yeah,
he was elbowing you and Nia.
Yeah. Like I remember, I was at the game. Chris Duhon got us. I remember when Austin Rivers hit us with the buzzer beater. I saw when Tyler Hansbrough got his nose broke by Henderson. I mean, I remember things. I know their history. So
Miami's been owning North Carolina basketball lately.
Yeah, they got us. Man, what do they always? What's that saying they always say on ESPN? Man, they're like, South Beach is undefeated.
Jim Larrañaga if he could get the caliber of players that you're getting, it's over.
Did you see the kid they got from Kansas State?
Yeah.
They got him like $700,000 deal, man.
What happened to Miami High? Is Miami High not the dominant high school basketball team in Miami anymore?
I don't know. I only know football. Miami Central is a team.
Okay, well, he got his vote. Hey, so Bob, ask this question before we go on out. How long is it going to take before your QB, Trevor Lawrence, becomes top 5 in the league?
End of this year.
Hey, you gotta have the attitude, Bo, man. You got to, man. On the other hand, I don't see Trey Lance making it past December. I don't even. He
just Jason. It's his first game. Like, settle down.
I don't see him making it. I said I gave him December. December. That's like 7 games.
This is the problem especially with the great quarterbacks. We have revisionist history. Go look. Just go back and look and take your blinders off and go look at Tom Brady's first 3 years. Go look at it. Go look at him throwing 1 touchdown in the Super Bowl run in the playoffs. Like when people reach a certain level, we forget that they didn't all just come out of the gate. We forget.
Got Debo, man. All they gotta do is give him the damn ball.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why were we not running Debo yesterday? And he scored the touchdown that we got, and he ran the kid over like he was just underneath him. Just
I mean, Debo's no Curtis Samuel, but no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Debo is gonna once he gets,
not just Debo. You still have Kittle.
Kittle was hurt. He had a groin injury.
No, I'm just saying. You're talking about. I give him 5 until December.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna have.
Yeah,
Kittle.
I mean, but Trey. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, if you watched a little bit of it yesterday, but in the pocket, that kid was just folded in the pocket.
Patrick Mahomes didn't miss a beat.
No, he didn't.
He's not gonna.
Yeah.
Name all.
But you didn't have him in your top 5, Lazyboy. Just remember that.
No, I didn't. No, he was outside. He was outside of the 5.
Wow. Sounds like he must have beat you in a Super Bowl or something.
Yeah, he made the Duke list.